everyone. Today we are going to be talking about how to negotiate your full-time offer. And today we have my friend Sam here.
Hi everybody, I'm Sam, nice to meet you. I'm from Houston, Texas originally. I was actually born in New Orleans, better city.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I went to UT Austin for 4 years, then I graduated and I moved to Seattle. I'm Glory's friend, we started on the same team, Microsoft. Nice to meet everybody.
We know that it is around the time of when people get their full-time offers, recruitment time, and something that we've learned in the past few years is how important it is to negotiate your offer. Something that I did not do, but something that Sam here did do. So we're going to talk about the ins and outs of why negotiating is important, how Sam negotiated his offer, and what our tips are for you to negotiate and to just get your worth out of that offer.
Or just get more money.
Yeah.
Preferably the money.
Yeah, exactly. Why negotiating is so important.
I mean, who doesn't want to make money? Like, you work a job to get paid.
The thing with negotiating is that this is kind of like where the wage gap can happen. So a lot of my female friends and I didn't even know negotiating was a thing that people were doing, and we did not negotiate.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah, I was like, that's crazy.
Pretty much all of our guy friends who work with us all negotiated their offers. So while our company might not be saying, oh, we're purposely trying to pay less, we would feel bad asking for more because we were like, oh, well, like we didn't do a good job in our internship, or like, why do I deserve it? Yeah. And the reality is the man next to you is always going to negotiate.
It's not about what you deserve, because that's not how business works. It's about what you can negotiate for. There's like plenty of money at these companies. Mm-hmm. It's not actually that stressful for you to negotiate to earn an extra like $10,000, which will like make your day, and nobody at the company would actually notice or care.
So I'm going to talk about why I didn't negotiate a year ago and why I regret it. So I had an internship the summer before I got my full-time offer. I personally didn't think that I crushed it. Like, I got a return offer, which means I did well, but I didn't think that I was, A1. So I was like, I don't want to ask for more money because what if they take away my offer? I didn't do that well. And I was like, I'm already getting more money than some people I know because I had more internships. Yeah. So I feel bad asking. But then what happened is I joined full time. I talked to my friend Sam here, and I heard about his offer, and he didn't have an internship at the company that we're at.
Like, Glory's resume was better than mine by far. Like, she's definitely more impressive. I just kind of floated through life and partied.
So basically what I'm saying is the imposter syndrome got to me. I was like, I don't deserve this. It's not about like what your worth is. You just have to ask. I tell people, I'm like, my biggest regret is not negotiating. Let's talk about what some of the misconceptions are around negotiating your offer and what people think might happen versus like what the actual...
Your offer might get pulled. That's one you had.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen.
That one is possible, but highly unlikely. You probably went through like multiple rounds of interviews. And if you think about it, the company is paying those people to interview you. So they're actually way more invested than you are in getting a hire. So usually like your offer is not going to be rescinded if you negotiate.
I could say I know about 30 people who negotiated and who were able to get a higher offer, and I don't know one person who negotiated.
No, I don't know a single person either, but like you're more likely to die in a car accident than you are.
That's not a stat. We can't say that we know for sure. When you want your offer to be increased, what usually can be increased? Most big tech companies or just mid-sized tech companies, they usually, if you're entry level, they keep your salary the same. Yeah. So what you want to negotiate is
the signing bonus and the stock options. Those can go as high as you negotiate for. If you're going to argue for anything, just say the most outlandish bonus and the most outlandish stock options, and then they'll bring it down from there. Like, for instance, in my case, I argued with this person for 3 emails, and I earned an extra 5 figures, right? So 20 minutes of work for 5 figures. That $1 per hour is insane. So
completely
negotiate all 3. If they say they can't budge on the salary, they probably can't budge. That's fine. Yeah. If they say they can't budge on the bonus or the stocks, they're capping.
Yeah.
And you should negotiate as hard as you can. And if you do a back and forth or a couple back and forths and they're still not budging and they then
Yeah.
that it is what it is.
Now, but we are talking tech here, so we're not talking about the banks or the consulting companies. Basically what we're saying is that tech companies will usually negotiate with you, so just try and have a conversation with them. Let's talk about how you negotiated your offer. What was your thought process? Why did you want to? What was your like argue points, etc.?
Okay. So I negotiated my offer primarily because I had another offer that was more money, but I did not want to live in San Francisco. So basically for me, it was about money. And so I was like, company A's offer is 6 figures salary, like 20,000 bonus, and then like 200,000 plus stock. And I was like, this is insane. There's nothing will ever beat this. And then company B offered like 6-figure salary, like a bigger bonus than company A, but way like half the stock. So it was like 80 something stock. Same vesting period. Like I was willing to lose up to $10,000 in order to live in a state with no state income tax. I would be winning in the end because of no state income tax.
We live in Washington.
Yeah, we live in Washington. Yeah, so there's no state income tax here. How did I negotiate? I got my offer. So they gave me 2 weeks so I get back to them. So I waited 5 days. I'm a big procrastinator. I sent this email saying basically like, hey, I have another competing offer. Yours is not as competitive. I would prefer to work at your company. What can we do to like make this work? He got back to me and he said, okay, what numbers do you want? I sent him an email with the numbers I wanted. And he said, okay, the salary, we can't raise it. That's the max. Everything else we can match. And that was it. 2 emails.
So you gave numbers.
Yeah. So they asked for numbers and I sent them numbers.
So how much higher did you give than what they gave you in like a percentage wise?
Okay. The bonus I doubled. So like 100% increase on the bonus. And then the stock, it was a 50% increase.
So can you talk about how you worded this? Like,
okay. I wrote the email and I got my dad to revise it.
What I'm actually going to do is make a Notion guide for you all that has
even better. Trust and glory.
Email template for how you can negotiate your offer. And we'll use some of Sam's wordings. I'm going to pull together some of what my other friends used as well. That was successful, and then you guys can use that.
5 sentences. It was like, thank you for this offer. I'm very appreciative for this opportunity.
Very grateful.
Grateful for this opportunity. But I don't feel it's as competitive as my other opportunities. Okay, I would really like to work with this company because of X, Y, and Z. And then the last question, which is the ask, was what can we do to make this a more competitive offer?
And I think what's important here is that even though Sam had other offers, that does not mean that you should not negotiate if you don't have other offers.
Yeah, no, I had friends who had one offer and negotiated that offer as if they had 10.
What was their response to your email?
So his response to my email was, what numbers do you want? It was very straightforward. Salary, number, bonus, number, stocks, number, regards. And then he got back to me with, does this look good? And the updated offer letter. And every number was the same except the salary. I emailed back about the salary. He said, we can't do anything about it. And I accepted the offer. Boom.
And there we go.
Like, once you send the email saying you're negotiating now, you can always accept the offer at any given moment. Like, it's still there. And so I wasn't really worried.
There's no harm in asking. Like, there's really no harm in asking. So I want to come back to something. He knew that he should ask for more because his friend had shared his offer.
Yeah.
So one thing that I've learned is so important is sharing your offers with your friends and the people around you, because otherwise, if you were in my shoes, I had no idea that people were negotiating their offers. I had no idea what other people's offers were. And so when I thought mine was high, I didn't think I needed to ask for more. But if I had met Sam a year before, I would have known, oh my gosh, I need to negotiate my offers.
Yeah.
So while you're getting your offers right now, with people who you feel comfortable with, just have a conversation with them.
Only reason my offer was better than hers is because I negotiated, right? Not because she had better credentials or that she interned there longer, right? Which is a reason why her offer should be better. But her offer wasn't better solely because she didn't want to argue with them. And I was like, no, like, y'all paid my friend more. I'm not taking this.
Exactly.
Right.
just keep the discussion going. What are your tips for these people who have to negotiate their full-time offers?
So I would say, like, I'm more of a concepts guy. So just like, remember the concept of like negotiations work on information asymmetry. Like, you just...
I've never heard
Yeah,
that.
so here's something. Yeah, I'll break it down, right? So look, imagine you're playing Battleship, right? Mm-hmm. You know where your ships are, they know where their ships are, and neither side knows where, and you're just kind of shooting shots in the dark to figure out where you're gonna land. Okay? When negotiating, you're sending shots out to figure out where they're weak and where you can gain points on your side to help your argument, and they're doing the same. If their maximum bonus amount was 75,000, and you're like, I want 35,000, when they initially offered you 25, well, hey, you made 10 extra thousand. You're ecstatic. Well, now they're ecstatic too, because they could have gone up to 75, but instead they got you at 35. In their mind, that's a potential savings of 40K, right? And in your mind, you got a benefit of 10K. But if I had told you that really you lost 40, you'd be pissed. So like, you should never tell them what numbers you want unless they explicitly ask, what are your numbers? Like in my case, he said, what numbers for what category?
And you should always go higher.
Yeah, never tell the numbers whatever you want first. Always be as dry as possible. Like, you know, when you're texting somebody and they're saying one-word answers, that's what you want to be. As little information as possible when answering. You could have only one offer. You could have 2 offers. You could have 10 offers. They don't know and they can't prove it. Competitive to what? Where?
I don't know.
In what country? On what planet? They don't know. They just know that you don't think it's enough money. And that's the only thing that matters. Don't lie. That's a bad idea. I don't encourage lying. But you don't have to volunteer
any information. Like, you don't say, oh, this is my only offer and I really wish it was higher. Don't justify
yourself. Just say the sentence and stop talking.
You really just have to have Sam's mentality, i.e. a guy's mentality about this.
I know a lot of dudes who don't have my mentality.
Okay, well then you're going to take Sam's mentality for this because that's the way that you're going to get this offer. If they want to do it over the phone, what's your...
Over the phone...
Have a script.
Yeah, ready. Over the phone, have a script.
You're basically going to say the email script in person. I think that wraps up our conversation on negotiating. Thank you to Sam for coming in and bringing his words of wisdom.
Thank you for Gloria for asking me to help her out. It was really fun, guys. Nice to meet you all. Thank you.
I'm going to have a Notion guide ready. And maybe if you want to talk to Sam, you can always message me and I can direct you to Sam. Yeah. But moral of the story, negotiate your full-time offer. We believe in you. Thank you for watching, and we hope this was helpful. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
See you guys. Peace out. Solid.